Hi everyone, it's Mary Ann at Akashic Inspirations, and this is going to be our monthly reading for December. So I decided to use the Journey of Love cards by Alana Fairchild. Love the beautiful, the drawings of this card is by an artist called Rassouli, and the poetry is written by Richard Cohn from The Secret. And I'm in love with this deck. I think the energies are so beautiful. And I decided to pull a card from the Angel Heart Sigils by Stuart Pierce as the blessing card for December. Because I feel we're coming into this space of reflection and peacefulness and transition, into the new year. So I wanted us to work with some gentle, loving energies to help give us guidance. So for the first week of December, I pulled a card, and I've pulled them before so I could just meditate on them a little bit to give you a fuller message. And this is called Sweet Soul Rising, the number 20 card. And actually today is November the 29th that I'm doing this reading, and it is a 20 day as well. So of course breaking down to 2. And so what does this mean for us? Well, this week we're coming in on December 6th, which will be next Saturday. I think it's going to be the full moon in Gemini. And so what is that going to bring for us? I think it's a hint of what is to come for the new year, which will be energies of totally unexpected transformations and surprises. And it's also about surrendering and going with the flow. And this card matches up with the weekly reading that I just posted, where it talks about the energies for this week. And it's about surrendering and allowing divine timing and divine order to do its work once you have, worked with your intentions. So if we combine those thoughts of the full moon in Gemini, which is not necessarily about the details, it's about the bigger picture, and it's about dreaming big. Geminis can be dreamers, and so it's bringing in that element for us of setting your desires out there, like think on a big scale, see the overall picture versus the details of how these things are going to get to you. And so with this card, it's exactly stating that it's about surrender and flow, and that it may not be the time to assert yourself just yet and trying to make things happen, taking action. It's about allowing these things to come into your life synchronistically. And to know, having faith that what you've set your intention and your desire to be will be brought to you through divine timing and divine order. And that there's a larger plan for us. So try and zoom out your perspective instead of focusing on the minutiae or the details. Focus out and look to see within the universal realms of possibilities what you would like to be able to come into your life and to transform. And this is about allowing the process and trusting and having faith. So I thought I'd read to you the poem from this card because I thought it was so lovely. And it states, "With innocence I share my heart, a smile expressing with a tear, sweet words and feelings that impart everything that I hold dear. The promise of a blossom high, the air is bathed in fragrant scent. To reach the sun you have to fly. Desire wells with love that's meant to wait for heaven's soft embrace. A fruit so firm and succulent, God's promise must remain so chaste. While passion's glow is slowly spent, such patience born with time's insight, my soul doth burn in embers light, and savors fresh and moist and ripe the gift of love when it is right. So she just love these. Love the way that she is draped in roses. Her wings create these circle of vibratory energies, and she is flying with towards the light, and she's being totally illuminated through the divine essence and the divine spirit. So for the second week, we get Let the Feminine Lead the Way, number 39. Now, this card with these, I mean, she looks like she's got, it kind of reminds me like the snake by its tail type of energy, and just that solar, powerful, fiery energies that are surrounding her, yet in the circle, in this nautilus-like shell of the Fibonacci spiral. It is the light golden light which is present and which is surrounding her, her head and her chakra, her crown chakra area. And I love as she's flying and allowing what is the divine feminine to lead the way for her and to open the doors for what she has been waiting for. And it's, again, that soft energy of the divine feminine that is leading the way during the second week of December for us. And it's kind of, guiding us to really focus on our intuition and really focus on our psychic abilities. Whatever your heart is feeling for you to do, to trust that process of knowing what your inner sense is guiding you. And that's the way that they want us to go, our angels and our guides. They want us to trust our intuition over the intellect. And that is the second phase after that surrender, is to basically trust what messages you will then receive. So for the second week, it's, trust your intuition, trust what your guidance is, more so than other outside forms of communication, and let it be your guiding light as you go into the end of December and beginning of the new year. So, for the third week, sorry, let's see if I can get that stand up there. All right, so for the third week, we get within nothing, there is everything. So for the third week, which is actually is going to be the new moon in Capricorn, here is the commencement. Here is the beginnings of what we're going to be carrying into the new year. And again, this is the number 2 card here. And it talks about, excuse me, working from the void. Which is what the divine feminine is all about. Working from the infinite field of possibilities, from that womb-like vastness and where there's nothingness and everything at the same point. And so it's telling us that from there is where we're going to be, that is the place where we are creators, and where we hold the space to be safe in order to go forward into our expansion. And it's something that you have been wanting and that you've been setting up since this new moon that's going to happen, that's coming in, is the time to set your intention, because even though you may not see it, this is where this trust is coming into play, in the faith. Even though you don't see it, it's starting to happen within the universal fields of possibility to come to you. And so we have to remain in that space of trust and in universal love to know that it's coming towards us, to know that it's going to be coming to fulfillment. And so for the last week of December, we get God speaks. And this is the number 33, which of course is a master number, which is, 3 is the numerological symbol for the Trinity and for creation and manifestation. And I love that you see this helix, which this spiral of energy connecting you from the divine and bringing it into earth. I see the green here as the fertile abundance, the actual manifestation of what you were creating through the void. And so when God speaks is to really listen. Now not only do we have the divine feminine, but also it could be the divine masculine in this sense, a balance of the feminine and masculine energies through the universal source that is going to be guiding you. And that's what you're going to be taking into the new year. So I see a really beautiful, beautiful possibilities for us this month to really find that balance that we've been working on so hard for this whole past year. And if you're being guided to stay where you are and it's not time yet, then that's okay. If you're being guided into action and that's what your intuition is telling you, then go for it. So the main thing is for you to listen to that inner guidance. This is where we are creators and manifestors now. This is how we work in the fifth dimension. It is all about allowing our inner guidance to lead us. And it may not seem logical or practical or, maybe pie in the sky to others, but it doesn't matter. What matters is what you are guided to be doing and what is important to you in your life. And so the blessing card that we pull for this week is the Archangel Zapkiel with awe. And this card, he has, look at this. It's a huge eagle that is carrying Ganymede, which is the symbolism of everlasting beauty up into the heavens. And the card is the awe card. So, I just love Stuart Pearce and I love his writings. So I'd like to read to you a little bit from the blessing card as to the perspective that awe creates in our lives. It says, Zapkiel, who happens to be the sacred lover, according to Stuart Pearce, says that this sigil brings to us the profundity of awe when we need reminding of our true essence, our divinity. Perhaps this is happening for you right now, for you've chosen this card of beauty and your spirit may just take flight. You see, awe and joy are the wondrous gatekeepers to the pathway of the divine, and spiritual curiosity leads us to this gateway so that we may fly to heaven. In the icon, you see Jupiter, the king god, assuming the body of an eagle, the symbol of triumphant spirit, in order to take Ganymede, the symbol of everlasting beauty, into heaven. Gaze on the exquisite icon and feel that soulful part of you that needs to be enriched by the source, seeking the beauty of the infinite. Chant Ha and He through your heart and crown chakra in order to allow Zapkiel to take you through to the path of ascension. Wow. So beautiful tying in and beautiful blessings for the month of December. We have such a wonderful opportunity to really, put ourselves in a place of surrendering to the divine and allowing divine timing and divine order to lead us in our life and to be the guiding force in our decisions, whether it be in action or inaction. And that through the divine feminine womb of the void is where we have that connection with the infinite potential field of all possibilities to be able to then, with the new moon in Capricorn, start bringing the seeds of what we have set as intentions to come about, and allowing God, source, universe to guide us into our next steps. And if we remain in awe and beauty of the process and of this world and of the universe of which we are a part, then we will be able to go to those higher dimensions and those higher planes of existence that we are so wanting to be at. So I hope you enjoy the reading for this month and are able to focus on the beauty of the cards and the wisdom that these beautiful cards have to impart. I wish you in advance a wonderful holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever it may be. Know that on December 21st is the winter solstice. So if you celebrate Yuletide, if you're a pagan, and knowing that the Winter Queen and King are there to hold us in space, in a stasis of warmth and love as the outside winter kind of freezes things over, so that you have that opportunity to go within and really listen to your inner guidance. So I send you many blessings for the month of December, and I look forward to seeing all the wonders that will occur for you. Please share them with me. Set your intentions for the bigger picture and allow yourself to dream and dream big. Namaste.